Good morning. So at 12:30 a.m., my daughter Rachel called me crying. She had come out of her apartment and her car was right there at 11 p.m. She was taking Mojo for his evening walk just around the block. She didn't even go into the park where they, spend, 20 minutes walking. This was just a quick let Mojo go to the bathroom and then back to the apartment. She says, when I'm coming back, I'm like, where's my car? And then she thought, oh, maybe I parked it on the other side of the roommates. You just kind of like think, well, this isn't happening. And she goes closer and no, her car isn't anywhere to be found. And she looks where it was parked. And on the rear part of where the car would have been, there was broken glass on the ground. Clearly, someone broke open her back window, and how they got in from there, I don't know. The vehicle's gone. She called the police. She called her insurance company. Of course, they're going to pay off the loan, but she doesn't know how much she's going to get to be able to put onto another vehicle. Some of her work stock was in the vehicle, as well as all of the framing for her setup, where she does conventions. She sells ears, tails, leg furries, paws, things like that. And a bunch of leg fluffies, 75 pieces, are gone. And so, she said, I'm not sure what else was in there. Her background drops were gone with the vehicle. But thank God, things like her card readers, credit card readers, and her books with all her passwords, things like that, was in the house. And the majority of her stock for her shows was in the house. But boy, it makes you think. I know it made me think. I'm like, wow, getting broken into. Now, she has a 2019 Kia Soul, and unfortunately, all of the lights surrounding her vehicle were not working, the street lights. The town she lives in is not great. It's a southern Texas town. And she said, I've never heard of crime and such going on around here, and this was a terrible shock. But, having a dark parking lot was not good. Having a Kia Soul was really not good. They're notorious. As a matter of fact, her insurance went up over $45 a month recently because of what they found to be true with Kia Souls, and that is that they are easy to break into. They're not, a safe vehicle. So this has made me think about van and van life and what I'm going to do to protect myself. And I was listening to some other videos and people who had they travel around central Mexico, and they had their van window shattered. But thank God they were using 3M window security film. And so I'm going to get some of that, and I think I'm going to talk to my kids about it too. I'm going to say, you guys have really nice cars now, both Michael and Denny, Mike, Maggie, and Denny. And I'm going to tell them, you need to get some alarm systems and other things to help make it harder for people to steal your beautiful vehicles. And one thing is they make a wheel guard so that you can't move the wheel. It locks it in place. I think I'm going to get one of those, and an outside tire, like a boot, like they use if you've not paid your fines and they can boot your tire. You can boot your own tire, and I think I'm going to get one of those, because if I know I'm going to be extended, like if I want to do overnight in a hotel, I could do the wheel and the tire. And the film should help prevent break-ins, though I might even go further than that. I don't know. But for me, my poor daughter, she's so heartbroken. We don't know how much extra they're going to give her beyond the loan. It should be a considerable amount. The car, people have been after her to sell her car to them, and so she's hoping to get at least 5,000, maybe seven, because to replace that vehicle is about 17,000. And I told her, I says, if they're not offering you enough, you're going to have to get a lawyer. And he gets a third, so, or she could appeal it, and just send a lot of, I'll be guiding her on it. And I'm sorry, something's sticking out of my finger and it's annoying me. You know what? I really don't have anything else to say except this really sucks. In all the years that I have owned a vehicle, and my husband owned a vehicle, and my children have owned vehicles, all these years, I'm 66 now, we have never had anything like this. Never. Never ever had anyone steal a vehicle from us. It's just a sign of the times, guys, and the way the lawlessness has become in this country, and nobody does anything about it. The stupid idiocracy of wanting to defund police is like the stupidest thing I've ever heard of in my life. We need more police, and we need them to actually do something. And the problem is with Rachel, she said they showed absolutely no interest. They took a report, call your insurance company, and that was it. They said, if you drive around and you see it, call us. It had just happened, like within 15 minutes. They couldn't, do like an APB, all points bulletin, or something. Let the frickin' Mexican border, the American border, to Mexico, let them know, hey, this car is missing. If you see it coming through with a broken rear windshield, they don't care. They don't care. I don't know. Why don't they care? She said the cops in her town are horrible. They're the worst ever. You go to file a report and they laugh at you. Yeah. Well, guys, please pray for Rachel, and please pray for me, and pray for yourselves, because, boy, this country's going to the dogs. It's going to the dogs. I'm sorry. I mean, you can't even park your vehicle in front of your apartment anymore? What is this world coming to? I don't know. That's my story, and I'm very sadly sticking to it. Very sad for my daughter. She woke me up 12:30 in the morning to say, Mom, somebody took my car. I'm like, what? It's not even a town with high crime, but it's close to the border, so anything could happen, I guess. Now that's my story, and I have to stick to it. Talk to you soon. Bye.